question. Hello for the listeners on streaming platforms. I'm Lenny, and I'm joined by Andre. Welcome to the episode of the main event. The first 7 minutes of this episode was not recorded as I forgot to press record. We are now recording, and the show can start. Let's go back to what we were speaking. We were speaking about the Grammys, and Andre. So go back to the Grammy talk.
Lana Del Rey deserved album of the year. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
just gonna put it like that.
I personally haven't listened to it.
Really? Did you know Did you know? Okay, I'm not even gonna say the title name. It's way too long, and I'm fumbling. But what's it called?
Did you know
that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard?
Yeah.
Very long title.
Personally,
very mouthy.
I would say SOS should have won.
SOS was also a good shout. Better shout than Taylor Swift's, to be honest. What else here? Guts was fantastic. Olivia Rodrigo.
I personally haven't listened to that either.
Really?
Well, I know the more famous songs from that.
Fair enough. Yeah, they got Vamp. Olivia Rodrigo giving her Cardi shout out. You gotta respect it.
Do you see Camila Cabello is making a song with Playboy Kai?
Really?
Yeah.
What's that? Is it like a Camila Cabello song or a Cardi song?
I don't know whether it was a snippet that she.
Because
I saw on TikTok there was a snippet. I don't know whether that's from the song together or it's just from a solo song. It sounded like something that.
Because there's two very different things. Like, I don't know if you remember this, like the late 2010s, Kendrick Lamar kept hopping on all these random pop songs. Bad Blood, the Maroon 5 song. There are a lot of bad Kendrick Lamar features. Like, he's one of the most creative and talented artists of our generation, and I have no clue what he was doing. Like, I have no idea what he was doing on these songs, because these are like some of the most soulless. Like,
do you listen to John Baptiste?
No,
because he's nominated like nearly every single year. Like, he was nominated in. He won in 2021.
What type of music is he?
I'm not sure. That's what I've always, because he gets nominated like.
Experimental
regularly.
pop hip hop sounds interesting. I gotta give Jean Baptiste a listen. Jean Baptiste, yeah.
Then he had.
But yeah, I'm sorry, especially if you're listening right now, Tom. But I personally don't believe Taylor Swift deserved album of the year.
I would have gone for SOS.
SOS is a good shout. Lana Del Rey is a good shout.
Then we go on to
rap. This was another interesting choice.
No,
I can't say I was too unhappy with it. Killer Mike's a fantastic rapper. If you've been listening to Run the Jewels, they're one of the best hip hop duos that we've had in the past 10 years.
Who's the other member of Run the Jewels?
I forgot his name, but what's it called?
Check.
He's like the producer. He pretty much is more the producer. Killer Mike is like the rap guy in that duo. LP. LP. That's right. Run the Jewels.
So what's the duo with CeeLo Green?
Huh?
What's the duo with CeeLo Green?
There's a duo with CeeLo Green?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh, Gnarls Barkley?
Gnarls Barkley, yes.
What song did they do?
I'm not sure.
I don't think I've ever heard a Gnarls Barkley song before. I can't believe you even knew there was a duo.
No, it's because I saw something about it. But yeah, go back.
I haven't thought of CeeLo Green since Forget You, that song. Jeez,
but back to Killer Mike.
But anyways, Killer Mike, he had a good album. I can't say it was an album that really blew me away either. Like, it's not an album I'm going to remember for a long time. Especially when you compare it to the Run the Jewels works. Those are incredible. Those are mind-blowing albums. This, not so much, but it was still good. It wasn't a very strong... Rap wasn't a very strong category this year, to be honest.
This year, I would say, the album I listened to from that category, Heroes and Villains, and Her Loss, but I wouldn't have said that was a Grammy-nominated worthy album.
Yeah, Her Loss was fine.
Utopia, but compared to Metro Boomin's album, I wouldn't say.
I would personally, I preferred Utopia over Metro Boomin's. Not that Metro Boomin's album was bad. I liked it. It was a good album, but it wasn't a mind-blowing project.
I didn't listen to Nas's album. It was probably really good for it to get nominated.
I didn't hear King's Disease, but he released 2 albums that year, and I liked the other one he released. Let me tell you the name 1 sec. Yap a bit, Leny.
So we also had
Magic 2. Sorry to interrupt you. Magic 2. That album was quite decent.
Yeah, because I also Magic. What was the one that got nominated this year?
King's Disease 3.
Because King's Disease 2, either 1 or King's Disease 2 was either nominated or won a few years ago. Yeah, it won Best Rap Album in 2020. King's Disease.
Interesting. Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what year?
2020.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on. So there's a lot of albums that I've never listened to that I just like randomly run one rap album of the year, I feel like.
2022 was Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and
very well deserved.
Big Steppers.
That's a fantastic album.
2021 was Call Me If You Get Lost.
Call Me If You Get.
Yeah.
Who did that album?
Tyler the Creator.
Oh jeez, I can't believe. Yeah, that's a great album. I don't know why I was tripping there. Hold on. So 2020, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so curious.
Best rap album was Nas King's Disease, but that was the COVID year where everyone was wearing a mask during the Grammys. It was like in like a closed off space.
Ah, fine. Why would they rap performance, rap song? No. Right, here we go. Yeah, King's Disease, true. Ooh, there's some of the nominees here. There are two I really liked. Alfredo, Freddie Gibbs, and The Alchemist. Fantastic album. And then Jay Electronica, A Written Testimony. That is a really incredible album. Jay-Z was on every single song on that album. That was like highly anticipated, I remember at the time, because Jay Electronica had been signed in like 2008 by Jay-Z's label, but didn't release an album for like 12, 13 years.
I remember seeing this album on
being promoted.
But I thought it was because Jay-Z was on all the songs. I just thought it was a Jay-Z album. And
Yeah.
Jay Electronica was Jay-Z.
I get the confusion. But no, Jay Electronica is a super talented producer. He could have won it, honestly, but I haven't listened to King's Disease, so I won't say he didn't deserve it.
You have deserved. He could have been.
Yeah, you know.
But the aftermath of the Killer Mike winning, as in like where Kaisa Nat said he wasn't aware who Killer Mike was, and then Killer Mike responded back with, "I wasn't aware of who you were, but all respect to you." Both of them showed respect to each other, but it was very like there was a common thing of people weren't because he's more.
He's a bit underground.
He's an older artist, so.
I'd say he's a bit. His rap's never been very mainstream.
Yeah.
Run the Jewels was always a bit of a more underground hip hop duo.
Because he said that this album, the more you get older, the more you be able to relate to the music and the album, and you learn from the album.
Which makes sense. Definitely makes sense. And I mean, Killer Mike's been a decent name in the game for a while, but it's not a mainstream one. I remember Kendrick Lamar shouted him out in his famous album T-Pab. Can't say the full name on here.
Oh, okay.
But what's it called? He's like, yeah, people say they miss old rap, but then they don't listen to Killer Mike. That was one of the bars on the songs. Fantastic. So Killer Mike's been household name.
To be fair, when we were reading out the nominees, we thought of Michael, but we acknowledged it, but we didn't actually say much about it because I personally wasn't
I'd listened to it already, but I wasn't, it wasn't something that blew me away either. I guess, like Killer Mike said, we have to be older to relate to this stuff. It's like a lot of older themes and things like that, which makes sense. But anyways, moving on. You know what? The rest, I'll be honest. Okay, those are the only two I really wanted to talk about. We can move on and talk about something else.
Yeah, I'll just see if there's any more categories that I'm.
Rock album. Oh,
rock album.
Yeah, This Is Why. Paramore. That was a great album.
No, because I was confused when they won because I don't follow rock music, but I was watching it with my flatmate Charles. Shout out Charles, and then we were watching the whole Grammys like premiere, and then we were like Paramore won, Metallica won. So like in the rock genre, have like the older artists have they released new stuff or like.
Metallica still does music.
Yeah, they won. If I can check.
What did they win?
It was. It was something to do. It might have been rock song.
Well, can't respect.
You can't respect.
I said respect.
Oh, respect. Yes.
They're keeping up the grind.
Respect to Metallica.
They've been releasing
only one member
like
showed up from Metallica when they won. Because then I think they were in different cities, and they were too far. Only one of them could fly. Only one of them was in the vicinity of the Grammys to be able to just casually come. Otherwise, it would have taken too long for all of them to come.
Bueno. Well, fair enough.
Alicia Keys won Best Album, Surround Sound Album.
Whatever that means, I guess.
No, which was confusing. It's an album from 2003 that won.
I guess they re-edited it, remixed it for surround sound. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
But whatever. That's an odd category. I feel like they just be making categories for anybody these days. Whatever, yeah. Not too much else to talk about the Grammys, to be honest.
So now we're going to be showcasing my Grammy entry for 2025.
Oh, yeah.
So
Lenny's been producing some heat in the studio over the past week. He wanted to debut it here live on air for you guys.
So this is just a preview. This is not the finished product. It's a preview.
Little taster.
We'll start it, and then listeners at home, tell us what you think about it. If you aren't a fan, I dearly apologize. If you are a fan, thank you. I'll try and make more. So this is I Don't Even Know.
We so tired, we do dash. I keep my eye on the prize. I keep my gears at the drive. Homie, I wake up and grind. Momentum all on my side. She don't know you when your body's tight. Only love you when the money right.
Wait, when did you add this?
She'll take everything
Which
you
part?
got. You fall
I've always had it.
I'm just wanting you.
This was always in there.
You gotta remove that.
She
Nah, okay.
don't know you when your body's tight. Only love you when the money right. She'll take everything you got, hope you don't fall for it. I'm just wanting you, know the type. I keep my eye on the prize, I keep my gears at the drive. I keep my eye on the prize, I keep my gears at the drive. I keep my eye on the prize, I keep my gears at the drive. I'm a base with them cameras, you should work on your manners. I need green, I need carrots, and I ain't talking about salads. I'm a base with them cameras, you should work on your manners. I need green, I need carrots, and I ain't talking about salads. What you running from? Oh no, I got Jason.
Check my flex, check my chest, big dimes bouncing, ooh, hurt my neck. Me in my bag, big money rolling, French cuff my wrist, so the timepiece keep showing. Cross links my sneakers, and my socks name brand blue. My socks, cause I'm sticking to the game plan. And my watch different, and my chain different, and my ring different. It's the same different.
Probably find a slower
Diamonds
verse
in my
there.
bag, big money rolling, French cuff my wrist, so timepiece keep showing. Cross links my sneakers, and my socks name brand blue. My socks, cause I'm sticking to the game plan.
So that was I Don't Even Know,
That was gas.
by
That was
Leny.
gas.
the first ever song not released, because I don't know if that's good enough to ever get released.
Good enough, bro. You gotta drop that.
Now we'll see.
That needs to be dropped.
I'll speak to my team, and
You
then
need
we'll
to
see.
speak to. By the way, the rapper there, his name's Zayn.
Zayn, shout out Zayn.
He's
We aren't. He is a sample from the thing I used to make the music. I have no idea. I'm not sure who he is. If Zayn's listening, we'd love to get you on the show, or we can make more songs. But thank you, Zayn, for helping me with the song.
I want to do some research on this guy. I have no clue who he is, but he's like he has all those verses like set as presets on GarageBand or whatever. I love that one bar he drops. Andy Socks name brand.
Yeah.
That's I've never heard somebody flex their socks before, but I mean, dang, you gotta let them know every part, every piece of clothing you're wearing is drip, including the socks.
Do you play another one, or would you wait for next week?
Yeah, play. Is it a beat?
It's a beat. It's another beat.
Oh, okay. I might have to hop on the track. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
Let's hear what you got.
This is Project 1. It's the first ever project I worked on. This is a song which I made when I started it when I was a few years ago. I used it as the intro for one of the podcasts I work on, which I produce for, which is called Inside Football. But I've changed it now. I've made little changes. It might not sound as good as I thought it did, but we'll see. If the listeners like it at home, thank you. Like I said before, if you're not a fan, please tell me. If you are a fan, thank you. This is Project 1. Going for probably 2 minutes longer. That one, but I'll stop it there.
Yeah, as I was saying, you had the middle is like a bit more like trap sort of thing. That's when I hopped on, talk about name brand socks. And then the end was like kind of psychedelic sort of thing, you know what I mean? Like Travis Scott, like Mike Dean sort of thing. Yeah, like that Mike Dean type of outro. Interesting stuff.
Song on here called Indie. The indie genre. I didn't know I was working in the indie genre.
That's interesting.
I could be the next alternative independent artist.
Ooh. I mean, you are an alternative independent artist right now.
So
technically.
We'll see what this
Unless
is.
a label has signed you. Expression FM signed you.
Maybe. But I don't believe so. We'll see what this is. I will play probably 2 seconds. If this is really not the best, I'm probably going to stop it. But oh, sorry. I forgot to turn up the volume. And I'll restart the song. This is the song we were speaking about. Sounds give it Calvin Harris.
Oh yeah, like Slide.
Yeah. Let's stop it there. That's not the best.
Yeah, that wasn't the best idea for a song. Wow.
And that was not indie or alternative. So yeah. I don't know. I think no. This was a song that I was working on with Charles during first year.
Oh man! Shout out to Charles.
Charles
he
again.
He has a band, right?
He's in the a cappella group.
Well, yeah, he has an a cappella group, of course. Eliminations here, but he also has a band, right?
Later today, they'll be performing at the Northcote Barbican. No, the
Northcote Theatre.
Yeah, but there's another name as well for the Barbican.
The Barbican?
It might be the Barbican.
No, I thought that's the famous theatre in London.
Yeah, the Barbican is the famous theatre in London. That's why I was confused. Sorry, let me just get the name here. They're performing Carrie.
Ooh, Carrie. That's a banger movie, I gotta say. It's like the Stephen King book turned into a movie. It's like one of my mom's favorite movies ever, the 70s original. I think they made a remake, but it wasn't supposed to be too good. But this sounds cool. What's Charles' role in this play?
Charles is part of the main cast.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what his character's name is, but the Barnfield Theatre.
The Barnfield.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
wait, is that? Hold on.
Carrie the musical.
That's not the Northcote.
That was first night was at the Northcote.
Okay. So it's one night at the Northcote. Oh, is this the one that we saw? What was it called? That Eigengrow. No, it's not. No. It's another one.
Eigengrow was a very good play that we saw.
Yep. Shout out to Eigengrow. Niall. Great job in that play.
Yeah.
But the theater, that was awful walking to that theater though. It was raining so much.
Yeah, it was a very rainy day that day.
And my shoes were so.
It was made up by the really good play we watched.
My name brand socks were wet.
Yeah.
I was fuming. Not the name brand socks, bro.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that. We don't play. But yeah, other than that, great play. It was also awkward coming a little late. It's horrible. Plays, you've always got to be on time. Always.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's really awkward. You got to come in the middle of the performance, like walk in front of a bunch of people. But I've been late to like every single play I've been to.
It's not good.
I saw actually in London over the weekend, I went to a musical.
Which one?
Wicked.
They're making a movie about that. Not about that.
Well, yeah, the Wicked movie. The movie wasn't very good, but the musical it was at Victoria Theatre. Fantastic. That was really good. Super, super cool.
Talking about Wicked, where they showed the Wicked trailer. Super Bowl.
True. They made another movie. I forgot. There's a new movie coming out.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
'Cause I heard they made a movie like 8 years ago. I saw it in theaters. It wasn't very good. But I forgot. The trailer looked bad.
You're not a fan of it? I personally didn't see it.
Not a fan of the trailer at all. Especially because it was literally the day after we saw like the musical. I was like, damn, this looks corny. I was not a fan of the trailer at all. But sometimes trailers are misleading. Especially with, what's it called? Marvel trailers. They can make some of the worst movies I've ever seen look super, super cool with the trailer. Like 2 weeks ago, I saw Morbius. Finally, the much
anticipated.
Yeah, the much acclaimed movie that everybody seems to love. It was just as awful as I thought it'd be. But when you watch the trailer, like, this looks fine. I'm just gonna go and watch
Matt Smith.
A normal, huh?
Matt Smith.
Who's Matt Smith?
He plays the villain.
Oh, right. He used to be in Doctor Who, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. There is nothing that could be salvaged from that movie. Nothing. There's this horrible scene with Matt Smith where for some reason
dancing.
Yeah.
Oh no, but that looks.
He was dancing. Like I don't know why that scene was as long as it was.
Oh, is that why?
Like we get it, Basically, I'm gonna spoil it. I'm sorry. Nobody cares about Morbius. But he's like this guy. He's this kid. Him and Morbius have this disease that can't be cured. Where they're like crippled for life, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But Morbius makes his life mission to find the cure, and he does. But it comes at the expense of him becoming like some weird vampire thing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, this Matt Smith's character had been funding Morbius's studies over the years because he's super rich, but because he wants the cure too, he's super sick. But eventually, Morbius finds the cure, but because it turns into a vampire and like he can't control it, he wants to keep it a secret from Matt Smith. But Matt Smith finds out, he injects it himself, and he has that dancing scene. And he's excited, he can finally walk, stand up, but jeez, this dancing scene just goes on way too long, man. He's just like, it's like 3 minutes of him like cutting. It's different angles too. They got different shots of him dancing. It's like you're just sitting there like, why am I watching this? And the song they chose too was very interesting. I gotta say, if you hear the song with this,
yeah, I know the song they use.
It's just way too long. It goes on way too long, and yeah, the movie is horrible, like just awful. And now I'm hearing the same about Madame Web, the
Madame
new
Web.
release. Sorry, Madame Web.
No. It's probably.
I don't know why I said it like that, but Madame. Oh Jesus. Madame Web. Madame Web. I'm not French. Okay, I'm not gonna say it like that. I don't know why I keep Madame Web, but what's it called? Madame Web. I've heard awful reviews for that movie.
Are you gonna go see it?
No.
Oh, okay.
If the reviews are that bad, honestly, I'm not. I don't think it's worth dropping £9 on a ticket to go see a garbage movie. All due respect. £3. Once again, all due respect to the people who worked hard on Madame Web, whatever. But wow, you can't have a budget that big and make 13% on Rotten Tomatoes, at 1 out of 5 from the Independent. Wow.
Oh.
Like these aren't just bad. These are like
That's
horrendous.
Arguably stacked cast as well.
Yeah, exactly. Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney. These guys are like all the rage right now,
Yeah.
especially Sydney Sweeney. Everybody's been talking about.
Played 3 songs. We started off with a little Grey by Young Philly, which the remix released today with H. Are you a fan of H, Andre?
Who's H?
H is a British rapper from Manchester.
What type of rap?
Well, grime. I'll say. Andre's not a fan of grime, I see.
Nope, not a fan of grime. Not a fan of UK drill. I feel like UK rap is like a solid like 5 years behind American rap, to be honest. Like drill,
now we move on to the Super Bowl. So,
boo.
Okay, we won't speak about the actual game because it's the main event.
Yeah, the game. Yeah, let's just say the Niners failed us. They failed.
No, but the Chiefs won. Good on them.
Yep.
But the reason why I was watching was the halftime show. I stayed up late. It got to like 2 a.m. Then the halftime show starts. Doom, doom. Usher comes out and he starts singing. But it's like he performs some of his older music. I'm a fan of his older music. Then he gets to the newer songs. But I'm like, I was literally speaking to everyone. I was like, if they let me direct it, I would have. Obviously, I think it was following Usher's Las Vegas tour. How his Las Vegas tour does the performance. That's the same way they did it in the Super Bowl, but cut down.
Really? Is that confirmed?
I've seen videos when people saying it. It's basically his Las Vegas tour, but they've cut it down for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
But I would have personally, like I said, I would have started off slowly. But halftime comes in. It was 10. It was 10. Is it nil? You say nil. You say nil in American football.
No.
10-0. It was 10-0.
I thought it was 10-3.
It was 10-3 because the last minute Chiefs scored. So it's 10-3. All the players go into the locker rooms. They're getting ready for the second half. Then doom doom doom, blacks out stadium. And it's like yeah. And then slowly Usher comes slowly up from a platform, and then boom, he comes flying out like Rey Mysterio in the early 2000s. I've dropped my phone. Jump, doom, and then pyrotechnics all around the stadium. Then, and it's like yeah, and then, doom, and then the song starts. You have Ludacris, Lil Jon come out. They perform. Yeah. Then you go into some of the older songs, some of the slower songs. Bring out Alicia Keys, and then you have the slower songs. You have Burn. You have Confessions. You have My Boo with Alicia Keys. Then, Oh My God comes on. Everyone's going crazy, and you're like, whoa, 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 and the Will I Am walks out, and I was like, oh my God, it's Will I Am. Why are you laughing?
I just wanted to say, but Will.i.am looked unrecognizable.
It's because he might have shaved his head and he had the mask on.
Yeah, I was like, is that Will.i.am? You know, in the middle of the concert, like he looks unrecognizable. I was shocked. But anyways, go ahead.
And then they perform Oh My God. Then he does a dance break for Oh My God, and everyone goes crazy. Oh my God, literally. And then we go into some of the slower stuff, but then you bring out the big finale. You bring out Mr. Justin Bieber, but unfortunately Justin Bieber didn't want to do the performance.
Yeah, he was there at the Super Bowl.
He said Usher asked him, but he wasn't feeling like it, which is understandable because he's just trying to watch the game.
Well, yeah, I guess.
And then you end off with the Justin Bieber performance. Everyone's going crazy, and then that would have been the greatest halftime show of all time. Well, no, maybe not, because you had Prince, Michael Jackson, Coldplay. That year, personally, that was more from actually being able to watch it, because I was too young to see the Prince and Michael Jackson ones.
I gotta say, I don't know about Coldplay, but the one I gotta say, I haven't watched many Super Bowl halftime shows, to be honest. But from the ones I
forgot to say, Her came out as well.
Huh?
Her.
True.
She did the guitar solo.
True. Her did come out. My favorite, my favorite that I've seen live is The Weeknd's.
That was good, but if he hadn't done it during because everything was basically.
Well, that's what was cool about it. He had a lot of room to be creative with it, and I think he pulled it off really well. It was a super cool set.
Yeah.
And I mean, his performance, it's The Weeknd. He's
to be fair, he got to use like the upper parts of the stadium as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because no one was sitting there.
I think he used the space pretty well, given the circumstances. Especially, The Weeknd I thought that was a fantastic performance. One of the worst I can remember in recent memory is, the Adam Levine, Travis Scott one.
You mean Maroon
5? Was it
Maroon 5 and Travis Scott and SpongeBob?
Yeah. SpongeBob was the most disappointing part. Everybody was begging them to play that SpongeBob song. You know, what's it called? Sweet Victory.
No, I think that was this year.
No. The year of Maroon 5 and Travis Scott. Everybody was begging them to play Sweet Victory. Like, it was a huge thing. I don't remember why. I think it was like the 10-year, 15-year anniversary, something like that. Everybody was begging them to pay homage to this song. They played like a 5-second clip in the beginning of it, and then Maroon 5 comes out. It was trash. Everybody was so upset. Nobody performed the song. And then on top of it, like, I'm sorry, but Maroon 5, they're just not a good band. All due respect. Like, you gave me a face.
I personally am not.
Do you like Maroon 5?
The older music.
Not even. They released a lot of like big songs in the 2010s.
I'm talking about like the sugar song.
Sugar.
That one, yeah.
Oh god, yeah, they've released
not the J Balvin. I don't think J Balvin's headline, but I meant as in the Jennifer Lopez and Shakira.
That was a good one.
And then J Balvin and Maluma. J Balvin, because Maluma's on my screen right now, but J Balvin and Bad Bunny came out and performed.
True. That was a good one. I'll give you that. Other than that, I mean, the LA one was okay. It was a little bloated.
What's the LA one?
The rapper one.
Oh yeah, there's two, but I feel like there's too many people.
Yeah, it was a little too bloated.
As much as he had one of the better performances that day, Kendrick Lamar was not needed for that one.
That's crazy.
No, he needs his own.
It's one thing to say he needs his own, but saying he wasn't needed.
No, because it was the older artist, his performance was very different to everyone else's. Because everyone else was performing it within that within that box,
like
and he had a full dance routine and everything. And it felt a bit. He needs his own
Kendrick Lamar definitely needs his own halftime
showcase. Show. If they were gonna have him, they should have had him perform 2 or 3 songs. Obviously, I know everyone can perform one song each, but
yeah, true. True.
Like
true.
they should have the older artists perform and then have like a new gen
Yeah. Okay.
and be like Kendrick doing like a few songs.
What's it called? Kendrick Lamar is one of those artists that needs his own halftime show. He's one of the few rappers I feel like the NFL could definitely.
On
give a
TNS we were
halftime
speaking
show
about.
to.
Sorry, on TNS we were speaking about the next one. Who
Yeah,
they should get.
JT was calling to. I think Taylor Swift's a good shout. I think Taylor Swift.
Where is it
is
next
like,
year?
I don't know. Let me see. One sec. Ball.
Because I was gonna say Pitbull,
Eh.
but if it's not in Miami,
I'm
then
tired. I'm tired of these like old like bit irrelevant artists who haven't released any popular music in a while performing at these shows. To be honest, we want I prefer something more fresh, somebody like more mainstream right now. You know, like that was one of the problems I had personally with the Usher one.
nah,
He has-
Usher, he has new music.
Like what?
Standing Next to You. Good.
You're just saying words.
Standing Next to You was one of the biggest songs of 2023.
Let me see. Let's verify that. Maybe I'm dead wrong, but I'd like to see how popular this was. This.
But yeah,
Yeah, well, let's try. Because Jungkook. Oh, it's Jungkook from BTS. So they didn't really. Oh, they released the Usher remix. That's what you're talking about.
yeah,
No, that didn't chart.
it didn't.
No,
Oh.
the Jungkook version.
What did it
charted.
get?
Just didn't chart.
No, the Jungkook version.
Oh, it went up all the way to number 5 in the U.S. Hot 100.
Ah,
I was gonna say this is super popular. I would never heard this song, but now I get why. But yeah, cool. But what's it called? Taylor Swift. That's a good shout. Honestly, she's like the most popular artist on earth. As much as it pains me to say it, because I'm not a fan of her music at all. But she's very popular. Her tour is selling like crazy.
but who would be the guests?
They only a lot of them don't need guests.
No, you need at least one or two.
Rihanna did it all alone. She was pregnant.
Didn't she have?
Who?
She
didn't have a guest.
She didn't have a
The
guest.
Weeknd didn't have a guest either.
That's true. But that's COVID.
What?
No one. Oh wait, no, there were.
There's like
backup
5 million backup dancers. He could have brought a guest. So like
Drake.
Taylor Swift.
No, not for the- I'm
Drake
saying
is
as
the
J-
headline.
I'm saying Drake is the headliner.
Yeah, I guess. That's a good decent
Or Jay-Z
shout,
goes
too.
up and does it himself.
Nah,
He
Jay-Z.
he chooses the odds, but he was like, I feel like doing it this year.
It would be cool. I'm sure he'd bring out a lot of cool guests.
No, I heard
such
someone
as
say
he who shall not be named.
the trio of Nicki Minaj, Drake, and Lil Wayne as one headliner.
It's not bad, but Lil Wayne isn't very relevant.
Or Metro Boomin. They give him, and then they bring out all the rappers.
That would be cool, I guess. That's what they did at Wireless, I guess, this year. He
Oh,
just brought who he bring, like Future or something like that.
Future, Don Toliver, and a few others.
Fair. Yeah, I mean that would be all right. Nah, but that's not somebody who headlines a Super Bowl halftime show. You know what I mean?
You're not saying,
Metro Boomin, I feel like even a rapper,
because
rap
I feel like
artist,
you would have him up at the DJ set during like the Super Bowl.
that sounds a little unorthodox.
No, I'm saying as in there was a DJ set during the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, of course, but not as the headline artist.
Oh,
You know, so that's why I'm not too convinced by Metro Boomin headliner.
yeah.
You know who could? And this is who I'd want to see. Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi. If this album drops, like come on. All the songs he's featured on the past like 2 years have been some of the hottest songs in rap.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that's.
And he hasn't dropped in 4 years. And
Okay,
he's still one of the most
Well,
talked
you find
about
out where
rappers
it's
right
happening
now.
next year.
It's in I forgot to say it. New Orleans.
New Orleans. Who was it? New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Zion
New
Williamson. What is it?
Orleans. Zion Williamson gets some I forgot what their shrimp is called. They have a famous shrimp dish over there. New Orleans food is supposed to be some of the best in the U.S., by the way. It's very southern, use a lot of unique spices.
Mm. I've
New
heard about
Orleans
it.
is a cool city.
I've heard about the shrimp in New Orleans.
Yeah. Gumbo shrimp.
Gumbo shrimp.
That's is that what? Okay, sounded like it, but I wasn't sure. Gumbo shrimp sounds right. But
I would say personally Drake.
I can't think of it. I guess Drake.
Drake, and then he brings out Bad Bunny again.
Yeah, we all need Bad Bunny out there. They have like one song together. It's not a very good one. Yeah, I don't know. Taylor Swift, I'd say, is the most likely candidate. The biggest superstar on earth. What else would I can't imagine what numbers that show would do.
I can't think of any. If I'm being honest, I can't think of anyone apart from Taylor Swift that they would try and book.
Yeah, exactly. I really I think it's gonna be Taylor Swift. I think that's what it's leaning towards. But anyways, we're approaching the end of our time. We want to make sure Malik featuring Creatures starts on time. We apologize for making it start late 2 weeks ago. Might be.
And we also apologize for not having a show last week.
Yep. Well, we did have a show, but a certain someone did not click yes when they were saving the file.
That was on me. I apologize to all the listeners. We have approximately 4 minutes left until Malik can start their show.
So stay tuned for that, please.
So
and that's about it.
Leave you with some music.
I'm Andre Chalabi.
I'm Leny, and this has been the main event. But
We're fine, we live lash. We so tired, we do dash.
I keep my eye on the prize. I keep my gear set to drive. Homie, I wake up and grind. Momentum all on my side.
She don't know you when your body's tight. Only love you when the money right.
Wait, when did you add this?
She'll take everything
Which
you
part?
got, hope you don't fall
I've always had it.
I'm just wanting you.
This was always in there.
You gotta remove that.
She
Nah,
don't
okay.
know you when your body's tight. Only love you when the money right. She'll take everything you got, hope you don't fall for it. I'm just wanting you, know the type.
I keep my eye on the prize. I keep my gear set to drive. I keep my eye on the prize. I keep my gear set to drive.
I'm a base with them cameras. You should work on your manners. I need green, I need carrots. And I ain't talking about salads. I'm a base with them cameras. You should work on your manners. I need green, I need carrots. And I ain't talking about salads. What you running from? Oh no, I got Jason.
Check my flex. Check my chest. Big diamonds bouncing. Hurt my neck. In my bag, big money rolling. French cuff my wrist, so the timepiece keep showing. Cross links my sneakers, and my socks name brand blue. My songs, cause I'm sticking to the game plan. And my watch different, and my chain different, and my ring different. It's the same different.
Probably find a slower
Diamonds
pace
in my
there.
bag, big money rolling. French off my wrist, so timepiece keep showing. Cross links my sneakers, and my socks name brand blue. My songs, cause I'm sticking to the game plan.